By refusing to meet with Prime Minister Netanyahu, is President Obama encouraging Ahmadinejad to continue with his nuclear program?
I think that this is not the right. I would say it's not what happened exactly, because Netanyahu and Obama, after what you are talking about, this refusal to meet, talked about 1 hour on the phone. And Obama explained, Prime Minister Netanyahu, that it was a mistake, that they should get together, and they talked about 1 hour on the phone, what they should do with the Iran problem. So I think, many times I would say the press in Israel and the press in the United States running to public, because I might say it's very sexy to say that Obama doesn't want to meet Prime Minister Netanyahu. Because we are talking about Obama is now standing before the next elections.
Yeah.
And of course, the Jewish vote in the States has a lot of power, and to publish something like President Obama doesn't want to meet Prime Minister Netanyahu might influence or might cause some problems to the President Obama. So it was very important to President Obama to call immediately after it was published to Prime Minister Netanyahu and tell him, listen, it was a mistake. And
you think that Israel would bomb Iran finally?
I can tell you something. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. And to say Israel will bomb or Israel will not do it, United States will support it or United States will not support it, nobody knows. What everybody knows, at least in Israel, and that's what we are trying to pursue everybody, to tell them, listen, there is a problem here. There is a problem, its name is Iran, and we have to deal with that. And you have to understand that this is not just, another problem. It should be the first problem that the global, on the global agenda, that's right. Because this is something very dangerous. And to say that we will bomb or will not, nobody will know. What we know is that everybody, not just Israel, but United States and Canada and the European Union and the UN, everybody should take care of that.
I know.
Can I ask one question? Netanyahu spoke about red lines. What are the red lines so that Israel will be forced to attack Iran?
This is what they are now trying. What I want to explain again, those red lines are not only by Israel. This is something that they are now negotiating with the UN, with the United States, with the European Union. What are the red lines? This is what diplomacy all about. This is the real diplomacy that you're negotiating with other countries to define red lines. We can say what we think red lines are, but the United States or the UN or the European Union will tell us, listen, our red lines are a little bit different, and we are negotiating about those red lines. And those red lines, you have to understand, are important not to decide when to attack Iran. It's also important that Iran will understand by itself that there are red lines and will behave according to those red lines. Because if you have red lines, then Iran or the leaders of Iran will understand, okay, we can get till this far. If we'll do something, let's say, furthermore, then we'll have a problem. So this is what I call a real diplomacy.
Why is Iran so interested in having the nuclear bomb?
I think it's obvious. Iran wants to be a powerful country that everybody is listening to.
The leader of the Arabs, you mean?
Not just the leaders of the Arabs. A regional leader.
Regional leader.
Because you have to understand, the Iranians don't see themselves as Arabs. They say
they
don't exactly. They don't see themselves. They are Muslims, but they are not Arabs.
Yeah, they're Shiites.
Yeah, they want to be a regional leader.
Regional leader.
Is Israel in danger of extinction if Iran gets a nuclear bomb?
I want to explain something. It's not that just that Israel will be under danger. It's something else. The first, let's say, what we are afraid about is not that Iran will bomb Israel. Is that since Iran is in touch with terrorist organizations and movements, that this weapon those terrorists will get it. And with terrorists, you can't negotiate. With Iran, you try to negotiate. It's a step, and the government. But when you deal with, you can't deal with terrorists. There is no logic with terrorists. And if they get this weapon, they might use it against Israel, against Europe, against the United States. That's what we are saying. This is not our problem. This is not only the problem of Israel. That's why we are saying this is a global issue. This is a global problem. They have uranium. It's not enriched. And they don't. They have the technology, but they are still not there. So it might take them 6 months. It might take them 1 year to get there. And this is why we have to stop it before that.